Hey there guys, welcome to my walkthrough of the AQA November 2018 Higher GCSE Maths Paper 1. Down in the description you will find lots of useful content, including my playlist with every paper walkthrough in one place. Now, if you're watching this before June 2019 exams and you want to see paper 2 and 3 done, then show this video some love, give us a thumbs up, get subscribed, drop us a comment, help me out, I'll help you out. Okay, paper 1, let's do this. Okay, question 1 wants us to simplify 5 to the power of 4 squared. So, when powers are separated by brackets, we multiply them together. So this is going to give us 5 to the power of 8. So, there it is. I'll put my indices playlist down below. Number 2. Circle the volume in centimeters cubed of a cylinder with radius 5 centimeters and height 8 centimeters. Okay, so for a cylinder, we work out the area of the circle first. So the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. So here that's 25 pi. And then for the volume of the cylinder, we do the area of the circle times the height. So 8 times 25 pi, that's going to give us 200 pi centimeters cubed. So that's in my formula video, of which you can also get a PDF down below. Question 3 wants us to simplify 16a squared divided by a add 3a times 2. So remember bit maths, we can't just work left to right. So first up we need to do the division. So 16a squared divided by a is 16a, and then we need to do the multiplication. So 3a times 2 is 6a. So we got 16a and 6a. Altogether then we've got 22a. Cool. Question 4 wants us to circle the value of cos of 30. So it's an exact trig value. Very quick little lesson on how to do this. You start with an equilateral triangle with sides of 2. You cut it in half. So then this top angle, if you can draw better, this top angle is 30 degrees. This bottom length is now 1. This angle would be 60. What we need to do is work out the height. So it's a right angle triangle. So if we call this x by Pythagoras, we know that x squared is 2 squared, 4 minus 1 squared, 1. So x squared is 3, x is a root 3. So then cos of 30. Remember, cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, so we got root 3 over 2. Cool. Okay, number 5. 1 tells 2. Work out 8.5 divided by 2 2/3. Giving your answer as a mixed number. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is turn each of these into an improper fraction. So to do that, we multiply the bottom of the fraction by the whole number. So we're going to do 2 times 8, add the top, so add 1, that's going to give us 17 over 2, and then for 2 2/3 we do 3 times 2, which is 6, add 2, which is 8. So we got 17 halves divided by 8/3. To then divide by a fraction, you flip it and times by it. So we got 17 halves times 3 over 8. Now when you multiply a fraction by a fraction, you just do the top times the top over the bottom times the bottom. So 17 times 3 is 51. 2 times 8 is 16. Okay, so that's the answer as an improper fraction. We then need to think how many 16s go into 51. So we got 16, 32, 48. That's going to be our winner. So that gives us 48 16ths. And then we got 3 more left over. 48 16ths is 3. So we got 3 and 3 16ths. Cool. Number 6. A ship is sailing in a straight line from its home port. The distance time graph shows 4 hours of the journey. So we got distance from the port side in miles and time in hours along the bottom. We want to work out the speed of the ship during these 4 hours. Okay, so speed is distance over time. Now we know in this whole graph we are travelling for 4 hours. Now the line is straight, which means a constant speed. So we need to work out the distance. So the scale at the side is 1 big square is 20, there's 5 little squares, each little square then is 4. So here we are 48 miles from port, and up here we are 116 miles from port. So the distance is 116 minus 48. Now we can't do 6 take 8, borrow 1 from the 1, 16 take 8 is 8, and then 10 take 4 is 6. So the distance travelled is 68 miles. The speed then is 68 over 4. We can use the bus stop for that. It's good practice. 4s into 6 go once. Remainder 2. 4s into 28 go 7 times. So our speed is 17 miles per hour. Cool. 7. The sum of the angles in any quadrilateral is 360 degrees. True story. For example, in a rectangle, 4 times 90 is 360. Is that correct? 5 times 90 is 450. So the sum of the angles in any pentagon is 450. Is that correct? Tick a box. Show working to support your answer. Okay, so he's wrong. To work out the sum of angles in a pentagon, we pick a point, one of the corners, and draw straight lines to any other corner. Now what we've done is created 3 triangles. Each triangle has 180 degrees in them. So 3 times 180 is 540 degrees. So Zach is wrong. Tick no. Okay, question 8. Kim works at an airport in the UK. She records the number of planes landing between 10 AM and 2 PM each day. The table shows data for the first 10 days in January. The airport was affected by fog on one of these days. Which day do you think it was? Give a reason for your answer. So, thinking logically, fog is going to make it harder for aeroplanes to land, so we would expect less aeroplanes to land on this day. So, are any of the numbers particularly lower than any of the others? Well, 102 is quite low, so we can go day 8, because 102 is a lot lower than the others. Cool. Part B. Kim uses the data to predict how many planes will land at the airport in a year. In her method, she uses an estimate of 150 planes landing in each 4-hour period throughout the day, and assumes the same number of planes land each day. We want to work out our prediction. Good times. Right. Okay, so how many 4-hour periods are there in one day? So that's 24 divided by 4, which gives us 6 4-hour periods a day. Now, in each of those, we are assuming 150 planes land. So, total planes in a day is going to be 6 times 150. 6 times 100 is 600. 6 times 50 is 300. So that's 900 planes each day. Okay, now we need to do that times the number of days in 1 year. Lovely. Right. So we now need to do total per year is 365 times 900. Right. Good times. Okay, let's go down here. So let's first of all do 9 times 365. So 9 times 300 is 2,700. 9 times 60 is 540. 9 times 5 is 45. So that's going to give us 0, 0 and 5 is 5. 0, 4 and 4 is 8. 7 and 5 is, or to be fair, we can just do 27 and 5, which is 32. Now, because that's only 9 times 365, to get 900 times it, we now multiply this by 100. So, 100 times this, it's going to give us 3285 with 2 zeros on the end. So that is 328,500. Cool. Okay, then for part C, we are told, in fact, fewer planes land in winter than summer. Fewer planes land at night than during the day. What does this tell you about Kim's prediction? Tick 1 box. Give a reason for your answer. Okay. So, let's think about this. The stuff in the table was from January, which is winter. Now that means then that fewer planes would have been landing during the day than in a summer month, but we were during the daytime, whereas we know fewer planes land at night. So all that we can really say is that our prediction could be too low or too high. So when it says give a reason, the data was during the day in winter, and the numbers change during summer and at night. Cool. Okay, number 9. Now I know everyone loves this one. So we are told that the square root of 6 squared and 8 squared is equal to the cube root of 125a cubed. We want to work out the value of a. Okay, so let's just worry about the left hand side first of all. So the square root of 6 squared and 8 squared is the square root of 36 and 64. 36 and 64 is 100. So we got the square root of 100, which is 10. So that looks a little bit friendlier. Now we got 10 is equal to the cube root of 125a cubed. Now 125 and a cubed are both cube numbers. So we can actually carry out the cube root. So we get 10 is, now the cube root of 125 is 5, and the cube root of a cubed is a. Now the only reason that we can do it like that is because 125 is multiplying a cubed. So in that first square root on the left, where we had the square root of 6 squared and 8 squared, we couldn't just cancel out the squares because the terms were adding together. When they're multiplying together though, we can do what we just did. So 5a is 10, divide by 5, 2 is equal to a is equal to 2. Cool. Question 10. Work out the percentage increase from 80 to 280. Okay, so let's first of all just work out the increase as a number. So the increase is 280 minus 80, which is 200. So we need to work out 200 as a percentage of 80. Now 80 is 100% of 80. 160 is 200% of 80. Now to get to 200 we need another 40. So 40 is 50% of 80. So 200, which is 160, add 40, 200 is 250% of 80. Therefore, it's a 250% increase. Cool. Question 11, we're given 4 triangles, A, B, C and D, and we're asked which 2 triangles are congruent. Congruent means exactly the same. So, let's start off looking at triangle A. So we got 2 angles of 25 and 56 with a length of 8 centimeters between them. Do any of the other triangles have that same setup? Well, B has the same 2 angles, but if it was congruent, we would need this side to be 8. So that's a no. C again has the same two angles, but not the same side length connecting them. What about D? Same two angles, same length between them, so it's A and D. Cool. Okay, number 12. One says 2. Solve x squared minus x minus 12 is equal to 0. So it's quadratic. I'll put my quadratic stuff down below. So to solve quadratics, we factorize them. So that means put into brackets. So each bracket is going to have 1x. Now the two numbers need to multiply to minus 12. Now that tells us then that one number is positive and one number is negative. Now these two numbers then need to add together to minus 1. So the numbers that are going to do that is positive 3 and minus 4. Minus 4 times 3 is minus 12. Minus 4 and 3 is minus 1. Now, to get the solutions, you set whatever is inside each bracket equal to 0 and solve for x. So either x plus 3 is equal to 0, so x is minus 3, or x minus 4 is equal to 0, so x is positive 4. Cool. Question 13 says e to f is 2 to 3 and f to g is 5 to 4. We want to work out e to g. Give your answer in its simplest form. So, this is combining ratios. I've got a video on this, I'll link it down below so you've got more examples. So, e to f is 2 to 3. F to g is 5 to 4. Okay, so the key to doing these is the letter that is in both ratios. So what we need to do is change each ratio to make that part the same number. So the first number that 3 and 5 go into is 15. So to turn 3 into 15, we multiply by 5. So we do that to both sides of the ratio. So we get 10 to 15, and then 5 multiplies 3 to get 15. So we get 15 to 12. No, we don't. Yes, we do. So the whole ratio as a single thing, e to f to g, is 10 to 15 to 12. Now we want e to g. So all that we do there is cut out the middleman. So e to g is 10 to 12, which has a common factor of 2. So it's 5 to 6. Cool. Okay, number 14, we have a Venn diagram. So A and B are two events. Some probabilities are shown in the Venn diagram. So we got the probabilities in the circles. We want to work out the probability of A dash union B. Now, in English, this means the probability of not A or B. So, the sections that we want is, so we're allowed B, so we definitely want this bit. Now it's not A or B, so we are allowed A if it's including B. So we are allowed this middle part. Now we're not allowed just the A part because we want not A or B. Now we're also allowed the outer rectangle. Out there is not A and not B. So we need to work out the probability in the rectangle. So, probability, remember, always adds together to give us 1. So at the moment, these probabilities are 0.3 and 0.15, which is 0.45, and 0.35 gives us 0.8. So the probability in the rectangle has to be 0.2. So then our probability is, to be fair, actually we could have just done 1 minus 0.3. So 1 minus the thing that we don't want. So 1 minus 0.3 gives us 0.7. Cool. Okay, 15, we got box plots. So, in a survey, queuing times at checkout in supermarkets were recorded. One morning, samples of 50 customers were taken at supermarkets A, B, C and D. The box plots represent the data. So there's our exciting box plots. Part A answers 2, where it asks, on average, which supermarket had the lowest queuing time? Give a reason for your answer. Okay, so really, from box plots, when we're thinking of averages, we would be looking for the median. So the lowest queuing times is going to have the lowest median. Now on a box plot, the median is the line in the middle of the box. Well, not in the middle, but inside of the box. So we can see here, C had the lowest median. So it's C, and the reason is that it has the lowest median. Cool. Okay, then part B says at which supermarket are the queuing times most consistent? So, when you're talking consistency of data, you want the range to be as small as possible. Remember, the range tells us the spread of data, so a wider range means less consistency. So, the range is given by the two end points. So we can see that A had the biggest range, so that was the least consistent. We can see that B had the smallest range, so B is our guy, and for that we would say smallest range. Cool. Okay, 16 wants us to circle the number that is closest to the value of 29 cubed. Okay, so 29 cubed, we don't want to work that out. That is very close though to 30 cubed, which is much nicer. So 30 cubed is, well, 30 times 30 is 900. So 900 times 30 is, well, 3 times 900 is 2,700. 10 times that is 27,000. So, we are looking for a number quite close to 27,000. So, we are going to have this guy here. Cool. Okay, question 17, indices again, so remember my playlist is down below. We want to work out the exact value of 3/4 to the minus 3. Okay, so first of all, if you set a fraction to a negative power, it flips the fraction over. So this is 4/3 cubed. And now we just cube the top and cube the bottom. So 4 cubed is 64. 3 cubed is 27. There's our answer. Okay, number 18, big question. So, Beth and Mia translate documents from Spanish to English. A set of documents that would take Beth 8 days would take Mia 10 days. Beth starts to translate the documents. After 2 days, Beth and Mia both work on translating the documents. How many more days, so careful there, how many more will it take to complete the work? You must show your working. Okay, quite a tricky one. So Beth would take 8 days. So Beth takes 8 days. Now, assuming that they work at the same rate every day, this means then that Beth does 1/8 every day. Now with Mia, it would take Mia 10 days. Now that means Mia does 1/10 of the document each day. So, now we're told that Beth starts to translate the documents. After 2 days, Beth and Mia both work together. So, after 2 days, Beth would have done 2/8 of the documents, which is 1/4. Now that means there's 3/4 left to do. Now, at this point, I think this now gets easier to think about percentages. So, for Beth, 1/8 as a percentage is, well, a half is 50%, a quarter is half of that, so 25%, 1/8 is half of that, so that's 12.5% each day. For Mia, 1/10 is 10%. Now the 3/4 that they have left to do is 75%. So working together, they are going to do 12.5% add 10% each day. So working together, 22.5%. Gets done in a day. Okay, so let's go up in 22.5%. So that'll be 1 day. After the second day, 2 times that is 45%. Remember that we need 75% done. So another day, it's going to be 67.5%. It's 3 days. So after 4 days, they would have completed 90%. Now they only need to complete 75%, so it's going to be on the 4th day. Cool. Okay, 19, another one that people don't seem to like. In a chess club, there are X boys and Y girls. If 5 more boys and 8 more girls join, there would be half as many boys as girls. We want to show that Y is 2x add 2. Okay, so if there are X boys and 5 more join, there is then X add 5 boys. Now, if there are Y girls and 8 more join, there are Y add 8 girls. Now, we want to show that, we're also told, if that happened, there would be half as many boys as girls. So, I think this is the bit that's got everyone stuck. we can say that 3 is half of 6. Hopefully not big news. So we can say 3 is 1/2 times 6. So if we know the number of boys, x add 5 is half the number of girls, we can say that x add 5 is 1/2 of y plus 8. Now if we multiply through by 2, 2x add 10 is equal to y add 8. Take away the 8, we get y is 2x add 2, as we wanted. Okay, then part B says if instead, so we're now completely forgetting about the 5 more boys and 8 more girls. So if instead 10 more boys joined, so that would be x add 10, and 1 more girl joined, there would be the same number of boys and girls. We want to work out x and y. Okay, so if 1 more girl joined, it's y add 1. Now we know there would be the same number of boys and girls. So we're going to set that equal to each other. Now, we can get y on its own again from this. We can say that y is equal to x add 9 by taking away the 1. Now we also know that y is equal to 2x add 2. Now these are simultaneous equations. Now in fact we know that y is equal to x add 9, and we know y is equal to 2x add 2. So if y is equal to both of these things, then both of these things are equal to each other. So 2x add 2 is equal to x add 9. Now we can solve that for x. Take x away, we get x add 2 is equal to 9. Take away the 2, x is 7. Now we know that y is x add 9, 7 add 9 is 16. So y is 16. Cool. Okay, number 20. We've got a circle theorem. So P, Q, R and S are points on a circle. P, X, R and Q, X, S are straight lines. Px is equal to Sx. So Px is equal to Sx. Okay, cool. I got lots of circle theorem stuff. I will put my playlist down below. I also have a PDF that I made with all of them on, so I'll put that down there too. Okay, so we want to prove that QS is not a diameter of the circle. Okay, so the line that we want QS is this guy here. So probably the theorem that we're going to be thinking of is if that line is a diameter, the chords meet on the circumference at a right angle. So if QS is not a diameter, then this angle here will not be 90 degrees. Okay, so what can we do? Well, first up, I'm spotted that inside of this circle we've got one of these situations going on. So this angle is equal to this angle, and this angle is equal to this angle. So we know, because this angle here is 27, that this angle here is 27. Now we know this angle is 50 degrees. Now we know this triangle is isosceles, because two of the sides are the same length. So we can work out these two angles here. So 180 minus 50 is 130. These two angles are the same, so to work them out, we do 130 divided by 2, which is 65. So we only really care about this one. Now we can work out what this whole angle is. So 27 add 65 is 85 add 7, which is 92. So, because this whole angle is 92, that means QS is not a diameter. So you would need to say something like this angle at point P, or angle QPS is 92 degrees, so QS is not a diameter. Cool. Okay, 21, we have a quadratic sequence, so I'll put my sequences stuff down below. So we've got the first four terms, we want to find the nth term. So the first thing to do is find the differences. So 11 to 26 is 15, 26 to 45 is 19, 45 to 68 is 23. We then need to get our second differences, so 15 to 19 is 4, 19 to 23 is also 4. Now that number halved tells us the n squared part of the sequence. So half of 4 is 2. So the quadratic part is 2n squared. Now we write down the first few terms of 2n squared. So it's 2 times our square numbers. So 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 9 is 18, 2 times 16 is 32. Now what we do is subtract these from the original sequence. Okay, so we're going to do 11 take 2 is 9, 26 take 8 is 18, 45 minus 18 is 27, and 68 minus 32 is 36. So what this has now left us with is the linear part of the quadratic sequence. So we now need to find the nth term of this. Now it's quite nice. We're going up in nines. So it's something to do with 9n, and in fact that is it. It's the 9 times table. So the nth term overall is 2n squared, the quadratic part, add 9n, the linear part. Boom. Okay, 22. Oh, what a beauty this is. 5 marks, I think. Oh, I need 4. Okay. So we want to solve x over x add 4 add 7 over x minus 2 is equal to 1. We must show our working. Okay. So I'll put my algebraic fraction stuff down below. Okay, so for something like this, it's really important to remember that a fraction means the top divided by the bottom. So what I'm going to do is get rid of the bottoms of the fractions one by one. So first up, I'm going to multiply through by x add 4. Now if I do that, I'm going to get x add 7 lots of x add 4 over x minus 2 is equal to x add 4. Now I'm going to do the same with x minus 2. So if we multiply everything through by that, we get x times x minus 2, add 7 lots of x add 4 is equal to x add 4 times x minus 2. Cool. So that's got rid of the fractions. Now we're going to get rid of the brackets. So x times x minus 2 is x squared minus 2x. And then we got add 7 times x. So let's add 7x. 7 times 4 gives us add 28. And on the right, we're going to get x squared, add 4x, minus 2x, minus 8. Okay, now let's simplify that. So we got x squared, and we got minus 2x, add 7x, so that's add 5x, add 28, and on the right we've got x squared, add 2x, minus 8. Okay, so now we want to solve this for x. Quite nicely, we have an x squared on both sides, so they cancel out. So then we got 5x add 2 is equal to, 5x add 28 is equal to 2x minus 8. Okay, take away the 2x, we get 3x, add 28 is equal to minus 8, minus 28, we get 3x is, now minus 8 minus 28 is minus 36. Divide 3 by 3, x is minus 12. Boom. Next up, we have similar solids. So prisms A and B are similar. The cross sections are shaded. For prism A, we are told the volume is 480 centimeters cubed, and for prism B, we are told the length is 30 centimeters. We are also told the area of the cross section of A is equal to the ratio of the area of the cross section of B is 4 to 9. We want to work out the area of the cross section of prism B. Okay, tricky, 5 marks. So, first up, with similar solids, if their surface area is in the ratio 4 to 9, we can work out the length ratio and the volume ratio. So, to get to the length ratio, we square root the surface area ratio. So, we get 2 to 3. So we know that their lengths are in the ratio 2 to 3. To get the volume ratio, we cube the length ratio. So we get 8 to 27. So that is the ratio of their volumes. Now we were told the volume of A was 480 centimeters cubed. Now, what we're going to do then is use this ratio to get the actual volume of prism B. So what we need to work out is how have we turned 8 into 480. So 480 divided by 8, 8 into 4, nope, carry the 4, 8 into 48, 6 times, 8 into 0, 0, so we've multiplied it by 60. Now the bad news is we also have to do that then to 27. So, for this I would go 27 times 6 is, well, 6 times 20 is 120, 6 times 7 is 42, so 6 times 27 is 162. And then multiply that by 10. So 162 times 10 is 1620. So now we know the volume of B is 1620 centimeters cubed. Now remember, what we are actually being asked is to work out the area of the cross section of B. Now we know the length of B, so the volume of a prism is cross-section times the length. So we now know 1620 is the cross-section times the length, 30. So that tells us the cross-section is 1620 over 30. Now, both of those have a common factor of 10, so it's 162 over 3. Bus stop can help us again. So 3 into 1, not happening. Carry the 1, 3 into 16, 5 times, remainder 1, 3 into 12, 4 times, so the cross-section area is 54 centimeters squared. Cool. Okay, 24, we got surds, so I got a massive playlist on these. I'll put it down below, check it out. So we want to show that 2 root 6 over root 5 minus root 3 over root 10 can be written in the form c root d over 10, where c and d are integers, so whole numbers. Okay, so let's just play with each fraction on its own. So 2 root 6 over root 5, you never want surds on the bottom of a fraction, so we need to rationalize. So to do that, we times by root 5 on the top and the bottom. So that's going to give us 2. Now root 6 times root 5 is root 30. So we got 2 root 30 over root 5 is 5. Cool. And then root 3 over root 10 can rationalize, so multiply by root 10, top and bottom. That's going to give us root 30 over 10. So we've now got 2 root 30 over 5 minus root 30 over 10. Now we know that we want to end up with a 10 on the bottom, so we need common denominators. So 2 root 30 over 5 is 4 root 30 over 10. So we got 4 root 30 over 10 minus 1 root 30 over 10. We've got 3 root 30 over 10. Boom. Okay, 25, another fun one here. 3 marks. So, a quadratic curve intersects the axes at -3, 0, 3, 0, and 0, 18. We want to work out the equation of the curve. Okay, pretty tricky one. So, general quadratic is ax or y equals ax squared, add bx, add c. Now c is the y-intercept. So we can get that nice and easily. That's just 18. So up to here then we can say that y is ax squared and bx and 18. So how do we get the values of a and b? Well, remember when we solve quadratics equal to 0 and get the x values, we are finding the points where we cross the x-axis. So on the x-axis, y is equal to 0. So we know when x is equal to minus 3, y is equal to 0, and at the other point, when x is 3, y is equal to 0. So, what this is going to allow us to do is get two equations involving a and b, solve them simultaneously, jobs are good. Okay, so when x is minus 3, we get a times minus 3 squared, which is 9a, add bx, so that's going to be minus 3b, add the 18 is equal to 0. Now that gives us a common factor of 3, so 3a minus b. I'm also going to take away the 18 and divide it by 3, so that's equal to minus 6. And then when x is positive 3, we get 9a and 3b. Again, we're going to take away the 18, so we get minus 18. Now again, there's a common factor of 3, so we get 3a and b is minus 6. So we now got two simultaneous equations, so we know 3a minus b is equal to minus 6, and we know 3a and b is minus 6. Okay, let's call these equations 1 and 2. Now they both have a 1b in them. Yes, one's positive, one's negative. Physically though, it's the same amount. So to cancel out b, we can add the equations together. So if we do that, we get 6a is equal to minus 12, so a is minus 2. Now we can use that to work out b. So if a is minus 2, let's use equation 2. 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. So minus 6 and b is equal to minus 6. So that actually gives us b is equal to 0. So the equation of the curve is y is minus 2x squared and 18. Cool. Okay, next up, pretty tricky one here, 5 marks. So we're told the area of this triangle is 25 root 3 centimeters squared. So we got a side of w, a side of x, a side of 20 and an angle of 60. Our job is to work out the value of W, giving our answer in the form A root B, where A and B are integers greater than 1. Okay. So, lots going on here. We know the area is 25 root 3. Right, formula that everyone always forgets. And again, remember my formula video is down below. This is in that. So if you have a triangle where you know an angle, let's call it theta, and you know the two sides coming out, the area of that triangle is 1/2 AB sine theta. So, we're going to need to use that. So, using that then, we know our angle is 60. Now we've also got another exact trig value here. So we're going to need sine of 60. So again, for that, we use the same triangle as we did back in question 4, I think it was. So we know this side is 3, this one is 1, this one is 2. This time, this is the angle we want. So this triangle is the 1, 2, root 3 triangle. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So sine 60 is root 3 over 2. So we can say that the area of this triangle is 1/2 times 20 times x times sine of 60. So that, we know that the area is 25 root 3. So we know 25 root 3 is equal to 1/2 times 20 is 10. So we got 10x times sine of 60, which is root 3 over 2. Okay, so we get 25 root 3 is equal to, and there's another half going on the right, so 10 times a half is 5, so we got 5x root 3. Now what we are building up to here is finding the value of x. Once we've got that, believe it or not, we then need to play with the cosine rule. So, there's a common factor of root 3 on both sides, so we can divide that away. So, we get 25 is 5x, divide by 5, we get 5 is equal to x. Cool. So, now that we know that, we are now in a non-right angled triangle where we know two sides and an angle. So it's now a job for the cosine rule. So let's clear things up quickly. So again, cosine rule, formula that you need, formula video down below. Right, cosine rule then, if we call this angle A, and then this is side A, the cosine rule says A squared is B squared add C squared minus 2bc cos of A. So we get A squared is 20 squared and 5 squared. 20 squared is 400. So we get 5 squared is 25. So we get 425 minus 2 times 20 times 5. So that's 2 times 40 times 5 is 200. So we get minus 200 cos of 60. Now again we need another exact trig value here. So same triangle. 1, 2, root 3, 60 down there, cos of 60. Cos, remember, is adjacent over hypotenuse, so it's half. Okay, so we've got A squared is 425 minus 200 times a half is 100. So we got A squared is 325. Good times, right. So now that we've done with the cosine rule, remember that A is really W. So we can now get then that W is root 325. Lovely. Now then, we need to think of a square number that goes into 325, which is 25. So we can say W is root 25 root, well, there's 4 25s in 100, so there's 12 in 300, so 13 in 325. So we got root 25 root 13, which finally is 5 root 13. Boom. Okay, question 27, the big finale, so a lot smaller than that monstrosity, 26. So we got a sketch of y equals cos of x, 4x between 0 and 360. We are told that alpha, you can just think of as A, but it is alpha, is an acute angle. So remember that means less than 90 degrees. We're told that cos of alpha is k. And what that means is, when you put when you put alpha into cos, your calculator will go alpha along, and then it will go up until it hits the curve, and then that gives you a value of k. Just like cos of 0 is 1. So what's happening? So part A wants us to circle the value of cos of 180 minus alpha. Okay, so 180 is here. Now we're going back by alpha. So we're going 180 minus alpha. It's going to be about there. So this point here is 180 minus alpha. Now remember, trig graphs are really symmetrical. So this distance here is going to be the same as this distance here, which means that this distance here is the same as this distance here. Now we know that this is k above the x-axis, so this is going to be k below the x-axis. So this is going to be minus k. There it is. Okay, then part B. Circle the value of cos of 360 at alpha. Okay, so cos is what we call periodic. It doesn't stop at 360. It keeps on going forever. So 360 is here. Now if we know cos of alpha is here, 360 add alpha is just 360 degrees along. So this point would be 360 add alpha. More importantly though, the value of it is exactly the same as cos of alpha, so it's just k. Cool. On that guys, paper done. So again, if you're watching this before the June 2019 exams, fried my brain, and you want to see paper 2 and 3 before your exams, be sure to give this video some love, give us a thumbs up, get subscribed, drop us a comment down below, help me, I'll help you. Good luck in your exam guys, take it easy, take care.